So what is up, you guys? It is Megan. Today is going to be a little bit of an explanation video, explanation of where I've been and what has been happening in the last couple weeks that I haven't been posting. As you guys know, this is the summer days, so this is just another video. And I think the biggest question that people are asking or thinking is, are the summer days over? And I'm here to answer that question. So on July 2nd, we had an incident with my grandma, and I posted a video saying that we had to take her to the hospital, and I promised an explanation video that I never posted. So I'm just going to explain that to you kind of briefly today. If you guys can tell that I don't seem very emotional or like that I care about the situation, it happened almost a month ago, and now that my grandma is better, it's kind of like it's something that happened. We dealt with it, and now that she's better, it's okay again. So on July 2nd, I went to breakfast with Austin and Gabby, and there was kind of like a weird feeling when I woke up that morning. I'm like, I wonder if something's going to happen today, or like I'm going to find something out that I don't want to find out. And, sorry, someone pulled up next to me. So I got home. My mom was out doing errands, and she was at the mall when she called me. We had been talking about getting a bundt cake anyway, so she was like texting me, so I figured when she called me, she was asking about what flavor bundt cake we should get, but she sounded really panicked, and she was like, your grandma can't get up off the couch, I just got to film with grandpa, I need to go out there, do you want to come with me? And immediately I was like, yes. I was getting ready. I like changed into something, so I was changing back into the clothes that I was wearing, putting my shoes on and getting ready, and I called my grandpa, and he said the same thing, that she couldn't get up off the couch. So we didn't know what was going on, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about what happened when we got there, because it's just like, I don't want to relive it, and it's kind of like personal, and I don't want my grandma to feel like embarrassed or anything. And so we were headed out there, and I told my grandpa we'll be there at 2:33 at the latest, because it was like in the afternoon. And we got there, and I might insert a little video here of my grandparents' living room from Christmas. So there's a chair and there's the couch, and my grandma was in between the couch and the chair, which is like scary to see her. I mean, she wasn't like unresponsive. She was like there. She was talking to all of us. So my mom called 911 because there was no way we were going to be able to get her up. And my grandma's had back spasm problems in the past, and she's had back pain for a while. So we didn't want to move her, making it worse, because I don't know in like certain situations if you move it, it could get worse, and I didn't want to put her in more pain, or like whatever was going on, we didn't want to like make it worse. So we called 911. The paramedics got there like immediately, because my grandparents live super close to a fire station. So they came here, they assessed her. She was responsive. Like I said, she wasn't not there. She was just like, oh, it hurts when my lower back hurts when I move it. And we ended up calling 911 because we felt that me and my mom knew we were taking her to the hospital no matter what, because we didn't want it to hurt her, or whatever this was, to get worse and us not do anything about it. So my grandpa, my grandma, and the paramedics all went to the hospital, and me and my mom followed. I am going to be just tasting my displeased for the hospital, but I'm not going to say the hospital because I don't want to I might, but I won't. So they live in Hayward, so we went to the hospital in Castro Valley, so you guys can probably figure out which major hospital is in Castro Valley. She does have Sutter Health, I'm going to say that. So we got there, and the EMT said that he thought it was a very severe bladder infection, but he wasn't he couldn't properly diagnose it, but that's what he thought it was, and that the doctor would come back and get us. So the time framing was kind of confusing, so the doctor came back and got us, and he said that it was a severe bladder infection that had spread to her kidneys, which that means it was all in her urinary tract system. It was a UTI, and it was so bad and left untreated for so long that it ended up spreading to her kidneys. She didn't have kidney failure, but her kidneys weren't properly functioning because there was an infection. So they were putting her on a 24-hour antibiotic, and she was in the hospital from Tuesday to Saturday, so she spent the 4th of July in the hospital, which wasn't the end of the world. But I would say that her care at Sutter Health was not the best. Her nurse, whenever my mom would ask a question, didn't seem to know the answer, and you would think as a nurse she would know the answers, or at least be able to ask. There weren't any doctors the entire time. We saw the doctor once, and even then he really didn't know what was going on. But my grandma was pretty much, we were told Friday the 5th that she was being able to be sent home for release, when we had been told that there was a possibility she might not be able to come home if we didn't have care. So my mom was freaking out trying to get care. So she ended up coming home on Saturday, and it was a wild roller coaster for a couple of weeks. You know, she had to use the walker, she had to have someone caregiver, so it was like all of her independence was taken away from her. But it was all for her safety. As of right now, with it almost being a month, she is doing so much better. Although her doctors don't seem to really care. Her primary doctor really doesn't care. All she really told her was to not eat cheese, which is not that great of a doc. I mean, I would want more information. But my grandma is now on a, I don't even know what, it's like an not emotional pill, that's the wrong word. But since she is showing signs of dementia and Alzheimer's, or one of those, her neurologist that she was seeing prescribed her a pill that was going to help with calm her down, less the confusion, and make her less irritated. And she says she's only been on it for, I think, almost a week, and she says that she feels so much better. She's less irritated, she doesn't react as well, and her and my grandpa, they don't have the best relationship. My grandma, with whatever health or mental problem that's going on with her, she snaps at him, and for her to joke around with my grandpa and have it not be as like snarky and come across as sarcastic, where it's more of like a joke, it's a nice change to see. So I wanted just to tell you guys that.